What is going on, guys? J Chip here. I thought I was going to be coming back with our third straight three-man hit in a row. Unbelievable stuff here. The two NBA picks I gave out, free money. Jalen Suggs over 3.5 times. Primary playmaker for the Magic in that game. I knew he was going to soar over that, so all the books said that he was going to go over. We had a lot of good confidence to his over. That ended up cashing. Okoro under 4.5 rebounds assists. I believe he just had one book and maybe an exchange that was saying that his over was a heavy underdog, meaning that his opposite side, the under, would be favored. This ended up cashing, and then Demidov, I got in this play as the last one. You guys saw in the last video, 2 plays got ripped from us, I think in the beginning of the video, and then I had to get a replacement play. Unfortunately, this one's on me. I took an NHL play. These guys are always hit or miss. This guy doesn't even get a shot on goal in the game, and this chalks the whole slip, so we could go down a unit there. I believe we still are at 24.75 units in the green since the start of the channel, so that's awesome. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the great part of the video, the slip creation. We're gonna hop onto the board right away. We don't get a freebie from Prizepicks today, no promos or anything. It's a Monday, kind of a dead slate today, to be honest. Just checking the tools from before for my VIP. Not too much going on, but I'm confident we could get in a 3-man for you guys. And yeah, we are going to be using the tools from Parlayers. We got the Player Prop Optimizer, their classic tool, and the Sharp Money tool. Again, both of these get combined for the gold package. So if I go on pricing here and you guys are down to try the tools on your own time, so you can get in more slips with the best plays 24/7. The gold tier, I do recommend this. It's only $35. You get both the Sharp Money tool and the Optimizer as a 1-2 punch. As you guys see, that's usually my strategy as I go make my slips throughout the videos as well. I like to start off with the Sharp Money tool and then go to the Player Prop Optimizer just to cross-reference the pick and see if it's favored on both ends. So the Sharp Money tool basically just providing us with the peer-to-peer exchanges like Novig and Prizepicks, so we could really follow these sharp, sophisticated bettors and see where they're placing their own money at. Way more insight than we do on whether a player will go over or under their projections, and this tool basically allows us to follow their direction on a player. So that's beautiful. And then I like to cross-reference with the Player Prop Optimizer, and this, instead of comparing it back to the peer-to-peer exchanges, we got other competitors to Prizepicks to compare back to, such as Underdog Fantasy, DraftKings Pick 6, and Better Picks, just to see if we're getting a play that's exclusive to Prizepicks, meaning that we only get a play for full value on its over or under on this app. Or we could just see if there's a major discrepancy among the lines here. As you see here, I'm scrolling through. Some of them don't have entries here or numbers. So in that case, we could assume that the play's either been discounted in the favored direction, because again, it's too favored, and these books caught up to the market. They don't want to give you full value for betting on a favored direction. Or we can assume it's been removed, taken down from their platform, again, for the same reason, because it's so favored. So now that that's out of the way, let's jump right into the tool. As I like to say, the first part of my strategy is just checking out the Sharp Money tool. There's a couple greens here, not too many, but we will start off with this purple play, like slapping us right in the face. Bones Highland in this Timberwolves game. Points are under 6.5. He's a purple play. There's a couple books here, and it's a purple play because when he is offered at 6.5 on BetOnline, he's a -156 favorite to go under. And BetMGM has his line also, but he's priced at a point lower at 5.5. So we get good juice to his under here, and we get a discrepancy point on this book as well. His over's a +108, but it's at 7.5, so don't look at this too much. If the over was a underdog, meaning a plus line, and his line was at 6.5, the same line that we're getting on Prizepicks, we could use this more as a data point to our pick. It's not the case though. They don't have it on Prizepicks, and Novik kind of has his line off by a point, but still, the books are telling me that we should be getting this play in at under 6.5, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'll check here, cross-reference with the tool, and as always, you see here, I just mentioned in the beginning of the video, when the data entries are empty, as you see here, Underdog Fantasy, Pick 6, and Better Picks do not have this play up. They either remove the pick completely or they discounted Bones on his under because he's so favored, as indicated by the sports books. So we're going to take Bones here under 6.5. That's going to be my first play. I believe the play that I gave out on my play of the day, you guys should definitely go check out the free Discord. You should join that and our Twitter account. Again, links to those will be in the description of this video. I did give out Gary Payton points, rebounds, assists under 12.5. As you see here, he's already got bumped down to 11.5 on Prizepicks, and he's still favored to go under. So shout out to those of you who follow the free accounts and locked in the value at under 12.5. That's primed to be a great play for tonight. And I'll refresh the Sharp Money tool just to see if there's any other value we like. So I think I'm going to roll with this LeBron play. LeBron, I'll check the other books. Okay, he's not offered anywhere else. It is a push line, so I'm not expecting him to be offered that many places elsewhere. I believe his Prizepicks is a +132 to his over. we have plus 136 to Novik, so I'll stay on this tab. Looks like that he's a heavier underdog on this exchange, so that means the sharp bettors on Novik are telling us that is under 7.5 is very favored, so for him to finish with 7 or less, and that's basically what we're going with here at under 7 for LeBron. You see here his market price, or his market over or under, should be priced at 6.5, and you see here there's a lot of minus lines on a couple books here. To name a few, Pinnacle and BetMGM have him as a minus 110 or stronger for him to finish with 6 or less assists, and this would obviously cash out our play. But worst case, I like the insurance at the 7, because in case he finishes with 7, which he is super favorite to do as indicated by the sports books, then guess what, we'll just gray out the pick and we'll revert down to the nearest payout in the slip. So I will take LeBron here for under 7 dimes. I'll check his alternate lines, and this is why I love doing that. So I explain this all the time in my videos, but I'll do it again for newer viewers on the site or newer viewers on the channel. So you see here LeBron's at a 7 assist line, right? So this we already want is under, no problem there. If I check his alternate lines, LeBron's Goblin is offered at a 5.5 Goblin. So Prizepicks is telling us that they believe LeBron's supposed to go for 6 or more assists. He's favored to go for that 6+ mark. Fine. If we check his demon line, however, he's offered at a 7.5. That's his nearest demon line. Also favored to go for under 7.5, which is 7 or less rebounds. So that leaves Prizepicks expected range for LeBron to be 6 to 7 assists. And that's perfect, because if LeBron finishes with 7 on the nose, we push this prop, as I just said, at 7 and just grease it out. It doesn't red it out. Don't worry about that. And if he finishes with 6 times, then he's going to green out the play, which is what we're going for exactly. So I will take this LeBron under 7, loving that play. 2 plays locked in here. I want to move quickly to get into 3-man and upload this video for you guys, because you guys know, those have been watching every video I post, we're just getting bumped like crazy. All the plays, I think Prizepicks is just getting stingier and stingier on their plays and the value they leave up on their board. So I really do got to move a bit quicker. What we're going to do, just because they still have him favored at an under, I will take a chance here and I'm going to play a Gary Payton under PRA 11.5. Again, my play of the day was him finishing with 12 or less PRA. I had him under 12.5 originally. Listen, worst case he finishes at 12. I'll take the blame on that one, but they still like him under. A lot of juice pushing towards his 12 or less. And you see here on Flip, they still have him as a favorite under 11.5. And I think this is the biggest reason why I'm comfortable still taking this play at this price. Not offered anywhere else, which is good news for us. He's a backup guard on what should be a tight game versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, so I don't mind that. I will end up going with this line, guys, so it's gonna be the final play in my slip. Just throwing the play of the day, we'll see what happens. Again, we just cannot have him finish with 12 just for the sake of this slip, so we're hoping he does go. I will lock in LeBron James under 7 times, the whole push prop explained there. Obviously we're aiming for him to finish with 6 or less, and we had some juice from the books indicating that that might be the case for tonight, which is good. And we got Gary Payton under 11.5 PRA. Again, play of the day was under 12.5, but we will play the bump here. Flip still has him as a favorite to go for 11 or less, and that's what we're riding on. So this is gonna round off our 3-man slip. Total 6x payout. Let's get back in the green here, cash this one out. I am limited to $5 in this account, so that's what I will put down on this slip. But as always, you guys watching are more than welcome to put down a bit more than that. Just don't empty out your whole bankroll on any given slip that I post. You want to make sure you have enough to spread out. I post videos almost daily, so you want to get, I'd say, an equal unit size on each of the slips I post, because again, we are playing volume, and these are power plays that I'm giving out usually, so they are hit or miss. There's no insurance here, so you really want to make sure you're putting a decent amount on each slip, but not just emptying out your whole bankroll on one slip. So with that being said, I will wrap up this video and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.